morning. We are out here gonna tap some maple trees today, so I'm gonna try to show you how we do this. My husband's helping me because I gotta hold the iPad, so I actually wanted to spin it around and I can't. Okay, he's drilling another hole. Add to this. As you can see, this is Edwin Sawyer's Memorial Park, and we got a little horse here for the kids. And in the big garbage can, we have all of our supplies. It's got wheels on it, so it wheels out real easy. He's looking for these. Okay, sorry about that. And then he kept his finger on it this time so that he could find this hole good. And he's going to tap it in. And then he's going to do 2 taps again on this tree. Always angle down, because if you angle down, then you've got your flow of your sap. He's putting his finger on it so he don't lose track. Aim the out one down so that it's not flowing uphill. Then he grabs his couple of, we use he's going to use 2 pails on this tree because this tree produces quite a bit. Oh, yeah.
Maples come in groves pretty much.
Yep. Oh, he's going to do this little tree next to it and put the other pail on it, but this big tree he's just going to use one. Okay, slip that right on and into the bucket. Need the holes fairly snug because then it keeps the water out, but this one's a little too snug, you can't quite get it. There, one goes in. And now he's going to do this tree next to it, and he's going to use a littler pail because it's a smaller tree, so it's not going to give as much sap. The bigger the tree, the more sap. And I will put down here, and behind you can see that we have our picnic table and our fire pit that we enjoy. Windy today, about 32 degrees, so it's going to get up in the 40s, so we wanted to definitely get this sap, these 2 trees tapped before it gets warm, because we want to see if we can get some sap today. It's supposed to get really nice this week. Hopefully it don't get too nice. They're talking it's supposed to get up to 50, and that's almost too warm. 32 at night. The wind blew our garbage can over. Good thing it's a deep garbage can. Nothing falls out. Just like that. We've got 3 sets so far. You just dropped some out the end. And that isn't a very good spot to have them. 2 of them fell out of your... You can put some in a pocket. Okay, now he's gonna grab the plastic bag over there. And we'll go to the next tree. Okay, as you can see, we've got a pretty nice spot here for the kids to play. We got a little slide here. We have a lot of grandkids, so we have the little table for the little kids. And our picnic table is an old wagon. Okay, so we got 2 trees here. What we've got, we got 2 holes in our pail. There's our cat, Mittens. Mittens is the best cat for the grandkids. The kids can drag it around by its, just carry it all over the place, and she does not. My kids say it's a stupid cat, but she loves kids and loves people. So on a farm here, we need lots of kittens and stuff, so she's gonna have kittens again this year. We call them our mousers because you gotta keep the mice down or they eat all of our feed. So and this is something else we made. We made a little teeter-totter. Got a couple of old wheels, and underneath that wheel that's the black one, half wheel, that's where the bolts is. We didn't want the kids to fall on it and get scratched. But yeah, it's just a little teeter-totter. So that's our video. Say hi to everybody, Junior.
Hi.
Yep, good. Yeah, we've been doing this for quite a few years, and we enjoy it. I actually, make a guess, Christmas presents. My kids love maple syrup for Christmas presents, and my grandkids. They look forward to it every year, and we happen to be completely out. So it's time definitely to get more sap done and stuff. So there's the horse that Junior made. Painted. It's just made out of an old tire. And we got some of the old antique stuff in our... I can remember cultivating the garden with that old cultivator that's in the middle of that birch tree. A horse pulled it, and Dad was behind and I was on the horse. Old sickle mower that my dad used years ago. That's where we recline and relax every year. And then we have my dad's old stroller is up here. There's Dad's old stroller. And he was in the military, so it's got a sailor guy. And we did an old sled and painted it and put Edwin Sawyer's Memorial Park. And then we have these chimes that is absolutely gorgeous. It's a memorial chime. My mom got that for Christmas one year from one of the kids. So the old plants in these old feeders every year. So there's the old chicken water and another chicken water. And then the angel. So we got a cross over here. Come spring, it'll look a lot nicer when I get the flowers all planted and everything. But yeah, it's just a fun place. We're going to put up a zip line for the grandkids this summer. We got to decide where we're putting it up. That's the problem. Here's an old this is an old one-bottom plow that was my dad's years ago. He used it. Obviously, we don't use one-bottom plows anymore. Farm's got a lot bigger than that. There's an old ice hook hanging on the handle there. So yeah, Edwin Sawyer's Memorial Park. And then we have, ooh, that snow was a little deep. Out here we have an old tractor that was actually my husband's. when he was a boy. I've got a picture of him and his dad with that tractor, and now we have pictures of him and our grandsons with that tractor. And then the old dump rake that sits behind it, that there was actually my dad's, and I can remember them raking hay in what they called the lower hay fields. We use it for pasture now because there was so many rocks in it. We didn't want to break our machinery. Machinery got way too expensive to run it over top of the... So we've got a sign on it that says Blind Lake Cattle Company. So yeah, this is where we do our maple syrup tapping. And if you don't want to listen to the back part of this, that is fine. I just thought I'd add it to it. It's kind of a fun thing we do. So we will catch you later. Okay, there's more slides. You can see the other slide. Oh, there's Dad's old cement mixer. That's what he used to mix cement for the basement of that house years ago. And he's got two more taps set in these two trees, and this is just unreal that we can actually walk through the woods this year. Most years I stand on the driveway and I help him from a distance because I can't get in the woods. This is unreal. We didn't get hardly any snow this year.
Show them the oak trees. It's mostly oak trees in here.
Yeah, most of it's oak trees, but we've got some maples spread out. And we got some pines. We put a whole bunch of baby pines in here. Oh, God, it's probably been 10 years ago or so. And that's what's making it hard for us to decide where we're going to put the zip line. We don't want to put it and only have it there for a couple of years because the pine trees got too big. We can zip over top of them, but where they land, it's got to be clear. And we've got quite a few of them baby pines out through here.
You can do soft maple, but it's really hard.
Yeah, you can do soft maple. Actually, you can do other trees too, like birch. But instead of 60 to 1, so 60 gallons of sap to 1 gallon of syrup. The birch has, more like 100 and some to a gallon. So don't get near as much syrup from a birch. We've never done the birch.
The hard maple's got a higher sugar content.
Yep, than the soft maple. Is this a soft maple or hard maple, Junior?
Hard.
This is a hard maple. This is the first year we've tapped this one because we couldn't get out here other years. So, and then we head over to the next spot. There's a lot of wild blueberries here. In the spring we could pick, except the coon get them all. We never get any. Them raccoons, they love the blueberries. And look, there we go. We've got some more. We never tapped these any other year, so. And they grow in groups. A lot of our trees here is oak. Like that one there's a big old oak. That one's a dead tree. That's going to be firewood for our campfires. But yeah, we've been clearing it. This is still brushy back here, but as you can tell, the brush has been cleared out. We try to mow it at least once a year so the brush don't come back. Otherwise, the leaves keep it mulched so the grass don't get very grassy. Here's Angle doing it. We actually have a grove that we did some years that's a ways away from us. It's across to 40 at least. But I don't think we're going to do that this year. We've got quite a few trees in this patch. And I don't even know if the trees are still there. Should ride a snowmobile out there or something and check it out. Four-wheeler. We can actually get around with a four-wheeler this year. I want our pails to tip over. One tap in each tree on this one. These trees aren't quite as big as them big trees. We like to put 2 taps in. And we will check these tomorrow and see if we have any syrup. Well, sap. It's not syrup until I boil it down and boil it. Actually, I don't boil it. I set my Instapot, and I'll show that later. I set my, not the Instapot, my induction burners, and put big containers, and I just cook it at like a 200 degree heat. That I can leave it on 200, I can go to bed, I can leave, I can come back and just leave it on 200. And you end up with a real light colored syrup doing it that way. So the lighter the colored the syrup, the higher the value. But I will show another video on that later.
Temperature 40 degrees and 20 at night.
Yep, that's what we're hoping for a couple of weeks of freezing nights and 40s during the day. So he's gonna head over to another tree, but I think I'm gonna shut this off. It's easier to walk if I'm not walking with this iPad. So we will catch you later, and this time I really mean that I'll catch you later. I don't think I'm coming back on. So see y'all. If you like what you see, subscribe and like it. Share it with your friends. Bye. Okay, he's tapping. We found the hole, and he's tapping it in with a rubber hammer. You don't want to break it. Okay, it's nice and tight so no sap comes around it.
How far in?
That, just so that it's in tight.
No, how far?
Okay, so you don't have to go all the way in because it's going to be really tight. So one year we had to be a genius because we couldn't get taps. So we actually took old arrows. If I can show you here. We cut them off fairly short. They're open on both ends, and we use that for taps. So sometimes you have to be creative. And he's going to put 2 taps in this tree because it's a big tree. Oops, I must not have got that in tight. That wouldn't be the first time. Okay, he's going to put in another tap.
See how the taps are made.
Yeah.
Got something to hammer on right here.
Yep.
This is where it comes out. That's where you pick your hose up.
Yep. Okay, find your spot. Okay, just like that. He's got them in. Next is set the pail over there. The pail, we've got 2 holes in the top of the pail. And then we grab 2 of these hoses. These should be long enough. I've got all kinds of different lengths in here. So there, he sticks it into the hole. And then one on each one of them. Nope, bottom. Yeah, you got to make sure you put it on the part that it's going to come through, not the hammering spot. Just like that. I want to hammer that one in a little tighter. I see it's big one. Okay, just like that. temperature for your sap. You do it in the spring, and you try to pick a couple of weeks that gets down to it freezes at night, so down in the 20s at night, and then during the day you want 40s. And hopefully you get a good week. Sometimes we've even had 3 weeks that the sap ran, but that doesn't usually happen. This is a nice big maple tree.
You can't seal up the old holes from last year, otherwise the woodpeckers can get in them.
Yeah. So that's the first tree. We've got a lot more to do in this. We call it Edwin Sawyer's Memorial Park because my dad, his name was Edwin Sawyer, and we've got a place for the kids to play, a fire pit, and all kinds of fun stuff. So we're going to go ahead and put in more of them, and we will catch you later.